Hello, everyone. This is for the Scouts USA Resident Camp, the 2020 season, so I'm so excited to see a pretty full room. Hello to everyone just watching. So, welcome and introduction. So my name is Taylor Price. For those of you that have been up there before, you should recognize me as Program Director. This year I'm the Camp Director. I am currently a District Executive for the Free Fire Council. Super fun time. And this is going to be my 4th season on staff. There's 2 other people in our leadership team. Neither could be here today. Our Program Director is Kate Dowell. He is attending Western Illinois University, so that's where he's at right now because it is a Wednesday in the middle of college season. He is majoring in fire science, and he has a minor in scuba, which is pretty cool. And it will be his 5th season on staff. Then we have RJ Horn, who is our business manager. He was also our business manager last year. He is attending College of DuPage, but he is transferring to Carthage in Kenosha in August. So he's super excited for that. And he's majoring in accounting. And then this is his 5th season on CFL staff. So that's kind of our key 3. And then I have Alex Fossey here, is the council program director. So he's in charge of kind of all the camps and stuff. So he's hanging out and answering some questions that you guys need. So our mission is one goal. Our goal is to provide the highest quality customer service to all of you. We enjoy having a good program, but we also enjoy making you guys happy and being great customers. So some new things to CFL in 2020. So we started this a few years ago, merit badge rotation. So we do have some merit badges switching from last year to this year. So make sure you guys kind of check that out. So weather in our EcoCon area is coming back in Forestry Place. Then we have sculpture in our New Frontiers in Indian Lore on this year. And then geocaching is offered instead of orienteering. That's in our scout. Those will also be shown in your program guide. You can see it on the merit badge schedule itself. So it doesn't show it, but and then with the list of merit badges, it'll be kind of lightened, kind of show it's not offered this year. Some new programs, we have some expanded off-site trips. I'll get into that and kind of what we're doing for our Older Scout Challenge Adventure program this year. We have new Friday afternoon activities. Those aren't finalized because that is actually something the staff brainstorms and does beforehand. We come up with some new stuff, new things, and we kind of come around a theme and do something cool like that on our Friday afternoon. Our merit badge schedule, you guys won't notice those changes probably, but we have changed it to kind of help our scouts get more into it, and more out of it, and then just kind of taking some stuff and rearranging it. But we did actually add an instructional swim course this year. So that's something we have not had. We've had people ask for it, and they kind of get it during open program time. But that is actually going to be offered first session at the waterfront. So it'll be something that you can actually sign up for. So if, say, the scout signs up for swimming and they can't pass their swimming test, they can instead do this to help them get up there because swimming is a pretty important merit badge to get. So it will be an instructional thing every day from Monday to Thursday that they can work on. So we're really excited to have that this year. And then we have our online trading post. We'll have some CFL merchandise and apparel that can be bought online. So if grandma or auntie wants to give them something, they can do that. We'll have individual care packages. So we're still finalizing kind of those. We want to make them really cool and stuff so that they can get delivered while they're at camp. Have something cool to open up from family members, like grandma, auntie again. And then there are troop care packages. We know ice cream package was a really big hit last year. We had some watermelon packages. So we're still finalizing that and see what we can do for you guys. So those will be finalized probably in the next.
The goal is to have basically
So that will be, it's actually up there now that you can kind of pre-order. The design's not up there. That is, I'm working with our person. She should have that up, like back to me, the artwork. It will be the customized. If you want to know a color, I'm looking at maroon. Pretty cool. Yeah, so they'll put it on the sleeve. Yep. So, like I mentioned before, our kind of number one goal is for customer service. Our development of our staff is kind of really extensive. We have 100+ hours of classroom and field work that we do to help improve our customer service, our program, everything like that. We do a pre-camp training weekend, so that's in April, May, depends on the weekend. And that is the whole weekend where we get together. It's actually our first time really all being together, too. But we do a lot of training. We do a customer service training outside of it, too. We kind of go to a store and do a fun little scavenger hunt activity that actually helps them a lot. It's a fun time. But we also have our staff week. So we have a whole week for everyone who gets up there where we start with campers, where we do a lot of setting up for camp, but we also do a lot of revising our lesson plans, practicing our teaching, kind of doing the stuff we know we'll need to do and like that. So we do a lot of hours, and one thing we do get complimented on every year is how awesome. So if it's your first time, be excited to CFL staff. So the program. So there are 53 merit badges offered. Well, 9 of them are Eagle required. So on the merit badge schedule, it will show it, and it'll have a little E and an R that will show the ones that are Eagle required. They are all required to sign up for their merit badges online before they come to camp. So this is a big thing. We don't want them coming with nothing. Makes it difficult because some merit badges fill up a lot quicker. And we have kind of a cap limit on a lot of them because the safety-wise, like rifle and archery and swimming stuff, with the ratios, we need to have a cap with it. So you want to make sure they get their merit badges signed up and registered right away, so they get the ones that they want. We also do our Challenge Adventure and Adult Leader training online, on the online system too, so you guys are able to do that. A lot of leaders don't realize that, so it's hard for us to see a number, and then when they get to camp, they're like, oh yeah, I want to do that. We're like, okay, that's fine, go. But we do recommend you signing up beforehand, because then that makes it easier for us to know. But that merit badge online opens up on March 1st of this year. So it will be March 1st, as soon as you wake up, it'll be up and running. So you guys can sign up for that. And that can be done on our camp page. Those of you that don't know, we have moved our FreelandLeslie.org page over. It is now a part of with Three Fires Council, so this is the new link. So it should be all in your guide too, so make sure you guys are kind of following that link. The stuff on the old page, we're still trying to convert over, but make sure you're using this link. And afterwards, I can show you how to get to it. Our first year camper program. Anybody in here ever have done the first year camper program? You have the last 2 years. So this program is honestly one of my favorite things. I think it's awesome. We have a lot of scouts that do it. So if you have a scout that is literally their first year, they're brand new, don't know a lot about summer camp, maybe kind of a little nervous, this is a great program for them. It really focuses on introducing them to scouting. So it works on rank advancement. They actually get a lot out of it and a lot done. So how it works is we have a schedule, a morning and an afternoon session. They can sign up for both, which is the afternoon is a lot of more activities and a little bit more of the requirements, but the morning is kind of working on those rank advancements. So we have a kind of a schedule that's set up, and they actually get to explore each area of camp, and they get to work on different things in each one. So they actually get to go shoot at the rifle range. They get to go down to the aquatics and do some aquatic skills, and then swim a little. They get to build a rocket, get a fingerprint merit badge, an art merit badge, and they get to go tie knots and do different. They get to cook a meal in Scoutcraft. So they do a lot of really cool things that maybe just signing up for a merit badge, they wouldn't. Not necessarily not enjoy, but it's something that will introduce them and get them excited to maybe do merit badges the next year. And then they see kind of those areas all around camp instead of just maybe 2 or 3. So it's a really, really good program. And like I said, there's morning and afternoon. They do not have to do both, but it is awesome for them. They get a lot out of it. In the program guide, it should have the schedule towards the back. You can see actually which requirements they actually complete. So at the end of the week, you'll get that sheet back. We don't actually sign books. We don't sign the books, so we don't sign off on anything. Give you a sheet, and then we highlight what days they came, what morning, afternoon sessions they came to, and then you guys sign off on it so that they worked on it and things like that. If there's something they maybe didn't get to or something extra they did get to, we add that in there. So like I said, a lot of times they come out with fingerprinting merit badge, art merit badge. We add them into the system, and then we get them those merit badges. So a lot of times those first-year campers will do this program, but they'll come out with some merit badges. It's a really good program. If you're a little hesitant about it, feel free to talk to me about it. I will hype it up because it's awesome. So the way our merit badge schedules work, so I think towards the front is our scheduling. We have merit badges first, second, and third session. Then we break for lunch. Then we have fourth session. Then what we have is our fifth session is called open program. So during this time, it's from 3 to 4:30. There are some merit badges that are taught and on certain days. So those are merit badges like fingerprinting and art and architecture. They can get them kind of shorter amount of time, but maybe over a day or two. So some of them are offered Tuesday, Thursday. Some are offered Monday, Wednesday. So those are kind of those days. But the rest of the time we offer kind of open programming. So different areas will have different activities. That's not just merit badges. So that's kind of more, when you get to camp, you know those activities today. That'll be on kind of a more concise schedule. No, so those are just show as you go. So you don't even need to go right at 3. You can go at like 3:45. And then if say you don't finish it, they'll say, hey, just come back like this real quick and we'll finish it. Or I'll eat dinner with you and finish it at your campsite. Yeah, you do not have to sign up for the open session one. There are some merit badges that go into open session, so like welding and metalwork. Both of those go third and fourth because they're like a 2-session. So those ones kind of have that. But during this open session time, like I said, there's different activities that can happen, but this is also a really good time if they need merit badge help, that they can go get that. Or if they want to work on some partials from the years, maybe they signed up for 4 merit badges, but maybe they didn't complete their archery merit badge the year before. They could walk out with 5 if they completed that archery one. They can go during that open shoot or that open session time and make that up and complete it. So that's a really cool kind of concept that we have with that. So along this line too, if when I get into the challenge adventure part, if they decide to go on an off-site trip one day, so a lot of times people will go on the Devil's Lake trip on Thursday. That night or that evening, if they talk to their merit badge counselor, they can actually make up what they missed that day. And then where schedule works too, Friday morning, we actually have makeup sessions. So we have merit badges Monday through Thursday, but Friday is that morning session is all sectioned out for makeup. So scouts can come in to the area anytime and say, hey, I didn't complete this. Can I work on this to hopefully complete it? And the staff will do that. So some staff members are kind of working on like 3 scouts on 2 different merit badges. So that's kind of what we schedule that out for.
Scout doesn't have makeup work at that point. Is it just time then?
Yeah. Yep. So that's kind of how that process works. So our Challenge Adventure program. So yes, your scouts can participate and still earn their merit badges. So this is not an all-week thing. There are some older scouts that maybe don't need merit badges, so they can sign up for the whole week. But scouts that are taking merit badges, if they really want to do this kayak trip, or they really want to do this rock climbing trip, they can do it because there's time in the schedule for them to make up their merit badges. This is for ages 13 and up, so this is kind of for the older scouts. We have different day trips that we are doing this year. So we have our rock climbing at Devil's Lake State Park. I don't know if any of you have ever gone. It is one of the highlights of a lot of scouts' time at camp if they've gone. It is a fantastic trip. It is $40, but use professional guides that have multiple lines up. So they get to rock climb on like 3 or 4 different sections, and it is all day. They leave at 6:30 in the morning, and they don't get back till like 4. They're going to bed early that night too, I'll tell you that. But it is a full day trip, and I personally have done this when I was co-director, and it was probably my favorite time of the week was doing this trip. So it's worth it. Yes. Yeah. So because this is kind of just finalized because we printed these out earlier than it was finalized. Yep, we'll get it updated and done, and it will be already on the merit badge list when you register for merit badges. These will be in there to sign up for. So yeah, it's $40, but we're using professional guides. If you guys were to do this as a unit yourself, it'd probably be about $70 a kid. So it's a really good deal and fun time. We're doing our Wisconsin River canoe and kayak trip. This one's fun. They get to choose between a canoe or kayak. So if they want to have a buddy, they can go canoeing or they can do kayaking. Last year, I think a lot of them chose kayaking. It's a really fun time. It's about a 12 to 14 mile trip. They actually eat on the river too, on like a little sandbank and stuff. It is a fun trip. If they are doing this, tell them to bring sunscreen and lots of water. Yes.
Is there an additional cost for that?
Yeah, that is $15. Yep. So those are the 2 that kind of have that additional cost. Nope, they just have to be a swimmer. Nope, they do not have to have their merit badges for that. And then we have our Ice Age Trails day hike. So if you don't know, there are what we call Ice Age Trails, so where the glaciers up there in Portage. So we're actually doing a day hike. It's kind of a down and back hike that they're going to do. So they'll eat lunch on the hike and stuff like that. We're working to kind of figure out about a leave no trace, see if we can kind of get that kind of training in for them or some kind of principle with that added on to that. It will probably be just a beautiful hike regardless, so I'm kind of jealous that I didn't get to do that. So if you would want to look it up, you can look it up and see the hike and stuff you just look up Ice Age Trail hikes, and it'll show you all of them that are around Wisconsin. So you can look at the one in Portage, is what we're looking at.
Still working for a couple ideas. Campership. Good idea. So it's kind of use this as I would choose. One would be a good option. Have an additional cost for the Ice Age.
Yep.
So right now, it's established,
If you're looking at the Challenge Adventure schedule and the program guide, because it's not quite updated, the Ice Age Trail hike would be on Wednesday. So write that in for that. And then our off-camp biking trip. So we're gonna, we have mountain bikes and stuff like that. So we are going to kind of come up with a course. Biking. So you're going to do that on Monday, and that will be kind of a full day. They'll take a break, eat lunch somewhere, and then continue biking. So we're also looking into possibly it being kind of a prep for the bicycling merit badge and kind of doing some maybe learning before they kind of get into that part. So that will be updated in the program guide here too. So it just wasn't updated with.
Scouts bring their own bike if they elect to do that, or they should.
Yeah. So we have some, but we do allow bicycles at camp, so they need to make sure they have a helmet too. But yeah, they can bring their own if they're more comfortable with that, and then you guys can transport it too. So that is an option for them.
Only caveat to that is approve the bike. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys do any? We've been to camps before where they bikes like a road that the scouts have to go through and sign off to get their bike driver's license.
No, we just really monitor if they are not wearing wearing a helmet, we will ask them if they cannot ride it. And we have rules about where they can ride, like roads versus, because we have wood chip paths and stuff too, and with the vehicles that drive around camp. We go through that at the leaders, yeah. And Order of the Arrow. So new for in council, we have a call out ceremony. If you are out of council, you are more than welcome to still get called out. You just cannot do your ordeal there or brotherhood. So call out is Wednesday evening, directly following chapel. So in our schedule, it's cut a little bit shorter that evening. So we do Camp Point Chapel, and then we go directly down to the Fire Bowl, and we do our call out. If you have a scout that's only coming to CFL, so maybe you guys came up week 1, and then they're going to come up week 3 just to get their ordeal, let us know ahead of time. We like to know when there's a scout there that checks in with us that we don't know. So please make sure you let us know, or if you know of any units that are going to do that, tell them to let us know ahead of time too. Brotherhood is Monday night. They do a Brotherhood hike at 1 p.m. After lunch that day. So that's going to be in your concise schedule you get at camp. We let you guys know. And then every morning we have a leaders meeting. We go through the schedule for the day too, so you guys are aware of everything that happens. And then Allanque mat, help is always needed. So if you have anyone, including scouts or yourself, that are already a member, they feel free to volunteer.
Under the ordeal, the fee will be set to what that fee is. Okay. Do you have a ballpark? Okay. Cool.
Yeah, this is my little road.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds like a very good idea.
Yeah, they get a handbook, lodge dues, and pocket flat, and the stash. I just wasn't sure.
Somewhere in that area.
They should come up Wednesday so they can get called out. So our staff will call them out. They have to do their open. So if they got called out and they slept overnight that Wednesday night, then they could come Thursday morning and do the ordeal, but they still got to do the sleeping. So have them, yeah. So they should come up Wednesday. I know that part. So. Yeah. So yeah, Wednesday come up. Usually check-ins about 5 is when they get there. And adult leader training. Yay! So we do offer OLS, so outdoor leader skills. So that is kind of a week-long thing, but it's separated. So directly after leaders meeting, generally you have a meeting with the commissioner. He goes through some things with you. But then there will be other times where you go hang out with our EcoCon director or our Scoutcraft director, and you kind of go through modules and things like that to get that training. By the end of the week, if you do it all, you are trained, and you get a card, and you get a, spoiler alert, we go through a little ceremony for you guys. So if you need it or any of your other leaders need it, great to get it at camp, because it's offered to you. And we make it fun, so. We also offer paddlecraft safety and swimming and water rescue. They're back-to-back, so you both together. So that second and third session, it shows up in the merit badge schedule, so you can sign up for that online too when it goes live. So again, some people get there and they're like, oh, I actually want to do this. Can I do it? Yeah. So try to sign up beforehand, because then our aquatics people kind of know the numbers first. They can probably get it done. So that will be something you talk with the aquatic staff with, because they can probably work around it. Because I think we've had adult leaders that are like that. Generally, it's Monday through Thursday, but sometimes they have to go during maybe open swim and kind of get something done just to kind of finish. So, and then we have our CFL Scout Leader Merit Badge. If you've ever done this year, we're going to have new requirements. Yes, and new patch. I know. We will have the new stuff, because it's been there for a couple years, so people have gotten it, so now we're going to have new things. This is a great, fun thing for leaders to do. It gets you to all the areas, getting it signed off, and then you get a cool little patch and spoiler alert, a ceremony for you. So it is fun, and it keeps you guys doing something besides napping in the hammock. I don't know. Although, take a nap was one of the requirements. So, not all of them, but it was one. Patrol cooking in your campsite. So, we are primarily a patrol method, but this year we are offering a dining service option for units that do want it. But for those of you that are looking for the patrol cooking, food is distributed by unit. So how it works is take the number. If you ask specifically, we say things work if you want it by patrol, stuff like that. But generally it's by unit. The full instructions of the meal, the recipes are given to you. So you will have that. A lot of people will kind of stamp it and do their own thing sometimes. So you're more than welcome to do that too. For more details on the meals that can be found there, it's going to be kind of the same meals as last year. So if you were here, if not, the meals guide should be published on this page. Like we said, the website's been acting a little weird. That's that. Then, like I said, we have our Troop Choice food service too, so our dining service. It's starting this year. We're really excited. We do have units signed up for it. Our goal is to expand options to meet the dining preferences of all of our units, so we are doing this. It is also a choice, so the units do not have to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner as a dining service. You do have an option if you want maybe Wednesday dinner you want to cook yourselves. You'll get those meals and stuff like that. If that is the case, maybe have that planned ahead of time so we know. By the time you get to camp and stuff, if you say, hey, when you get there and check in, you want to do this, let us know. We'll make it work and we'll figure it out. So, but otherwise, if anyone is interested, we have breakfast, lunch, and dinner options for cooking for you guys. Information. Okay. Here are our camper fees. So, we have our early bird rate. The last day to pay that is April 10th. So that will be the total fee of $300. So, April 10th is the last day to get that one. You have to pay it. And then the regular one is $325. Kind of see the down over there. So that's for youth. If you have youth that are back for more and the early bird rate, it is $240. So if they're back for more, they're going to a high adventure or another summer camp or anything like that, they can sign up for that and get the $240 if they pay before or on. If they're just a back for more and they don't get the early bird rate, it is $265. Any new scouts are $300. There's no early bird rate or anything like that. So new scouts are $300. And then, so the new scouts, there's no deadline for that. So new scouts, that's why it's just $300. It does not matter because we know some, maybe we do a walkover or crossover in late April. So that's why we just have a flat rate, no early, no anything like that. So, or the new. Adults, so the first 2 leaders are free, so got that going for you. Otherwise, any leaders after that, they're $150. And then if you have any partials, They're $25 per night. And I think registration is a little bit different this year. For partials, they should be able to click which days they're going to be there, too. So automatically will generate how much they owe and stuff like that. So it's not it's just 3 days. It'll be all in here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So then that helps us, too, with check-in and getting them going.
Individual family would pay for their scout register and then pay for their scout adult register.
So you could register as a unit, and then on your side, Scoutmaster, you could access the parent portal, so then they can access it and go in and pay it. So that's how that works. Provisional scouts. So I added this in here. So we have a nice little chart. This should be up on the website too. If you have any scouts that maybe couldn't come the same week as you, but they want to go up, they can register as a provisional scout. So we have a breakdown of what weeks for boys and what weeks for girls. So that's kind of that. They would register. They have their own registrant type, but we can actually put it so they're with the unit. So they'll still be separate, but they'll still be registered with the unit. So, if your unit is wanting to be a provisional unit, so you would be willing to take provisional, reach out to me and let me know, because that would be awesome. But I generally have some, but sometimes it's nice to have some more in my back pocket to know just in case. So that's kind of that week. Or if you know you're coming up, maybe the Euro, I don't have a next for troop for boy or troop for girl, and you know you're up there, and you'd be willing to take provisionals, let me know, and I can at least update that. Is it? Okay. Registration on that side. Campership Assistance. If any of the scouts lack the ability to pay the full camp fee, they can apply for this, and applications are due to the council scout shop by April 10th. So that's kind of that.
It's actually online. It's fun. Problem is, doing it, you create all sorts of different practices. Doing it this way, we should
Okay, pre-camp key items. So, this and your leaders guide is a more extensive list I'm going to go through. Big things, pre-camp swim checks. Can do swim checks at camp. But we will have some options coming.
There's an aquatic team. Oh my God.
So just kind of be on the lookout for that if your unit is one that like pre-camp swim checks and stuff like that. The accommodation request form will be up at the end of this week on the website. It's not currently up yet. That also does not need to be submitted until 2 weeks before at least. That is also a Google form, so no paper necessary. So basically you fill it out, you hit submit, and then you don't have to deal with anything. So that goes straight to me, and then I see that, and we have that. It has all the information on what week you're there, who it is, what's the accommodation. That should be up and posted.
One quick note, just kind of a sidebar here. having some issues. Legacy. I think all that stuff is resolved.
Okay, paperwork for check-in. Most important part. 4 camp, you need parts A, B, and C for the medical form. So C is the doctor physical, so you need doctor signatures, the physical, all of it. If you don't come up with that and you didn't get it, but we want to make sure everyone gets that and has it. Also, you need a health insurance card, the copy of front and back attached to it too. So especially with youth that don't have parents coming up, make sure those are good to go. I definitely recommend maybe starting that now and kind of collecting it and making it easier. That way you're not scrambling last minute for everything. But those are kind of the biggest things. We do not return the health forms to you guys. It's kind of a Wisconsin law. We have to retain them for 2 years. So make sure you make copies that you need. So we'll keep those after you guys use. And then unit rosters, you can generate those and print them through the online registration, but you won't need those for check-in. So we just check your unit in. So we don't need the actual rosters, but you guys can use them. In contact. So, biggest thing, like you said, we have a new website, so make sure you're going to the correct website and getting all the updated information. If you try to go to freelandleslie.com or, I don't know, nothing's updated there because we're not using that website. We're trying to convert the rest over. So make sure you're visiting that and kind of up to date, especially as camp approaches. A lot of things will be kind of more up there and posted. We have a Facebook page. If you're not on it or you don't like it, you should go like it. We post a lot during the summer too, especially with what's happening during the week, all that. So go like our Facebook page. We do some announcements there too, and then contact us. It gives you go to the website and you scroll all the way down. There'll be links to each of our names. So the T3, so myself, Kate, and RJ, hit it and it'll email us. My phone number is actually on there, so you can have my phone number. My work number, so I'm not too concerned. And then it will also have the Street Fighters Council contact information. So we'll have Alex's and Patrick, who's our registration. We'll have their information, and then Jeff, our ranger, on there. Go to the website and scroll all the way down. I can show you guys right now. Keep in contact. So these are kind of the contacts right here. So myself, I put my work number on there. So I'm work here, so that's my office number. And then Tate, our program director, there's his email for anything that's program and scheduling. RJ, his email for any food service specific questions. And then I put Patrick down there. That is for registration questions. So anything that you guys have with registration, he's the best guy. But any general camp questions, feel free to come contact me and stuff. And if you don't know who to contact about something, just reach out to me and I can point you in the right way. Any questions? Yeah, we are not getting it. It's still kind of trying to.
Look at what we're looking into. That should actually I think over the next this summer.
If there are adults that are interested in participating in any of the challenge adventures, adults participate in any of them?
Yes, actually, I forgot to mention. So one thing we do kind of need help with is transportation to some of these. So we do ask at camp too, and we'll actually kind of promote it a little more. If an adult is wanting to participate and they want to go for free, they could drive to the place. I know the Devil's Lake trip is about 50 minutes away, and the canoe kayak one is 30 minutes. But then your fee is waived, and you kind of go for fun and do that stuff. So we do ask that at camp, but I think we're going to try to promote that a little bit sooner so we can get kind of things finalized with that. If they are more than welcome to go.
Number two, one of the adults in our unit, I'm not sure if he's planning on coming or not, uses the CPAP machine. Is there electricity on site if they need to plug in, or is that?
So a big thing people do is they bring batteries and then we charge them if they need it.
Okay.
But we do have campsites that have electricity, so if they need the plug-in electricity part, that can be arranged, but that's kind of it's a small area, so it's not for big units. But if they do a battery and they need it charged basically like, during the day, every day, we accommodate that and our ranger staff will charge it and bring it back.
Okay. And then for adult leaders, if we need to charge electronic devices, cell phones and stuff, where do we do that?
So there will be two places. So the first place is our Scoutmaster Corral, which is located on the side of the office, which has a nice little tent, things like that. And we have a power cord, so you can charge things there, work there, do stuff. And then our dining pavilion actually has the power cords and stuff too. And both have access to electricity and both have access to Wi-Fi. So we give you guys our Wi-Fi passwords, not give the youth. That is up to you guys whether to give it to them. I will say the more that are on it, likely you'll be able to do work. So I recommend you don't give it to you. So we do have kind of those options. Any other questions?
Hosting. When do we have to let you know about the host?
So that will be with check-in, with RJ when he does that. He'll ask about it, and then you guys will kind of say with food-wise, because they'll have that question, and our food service manager will ask you too, because they'll say, hey, are you by unit, by patrol, that kind of stuff. So that will be at registration, and we'll get that figured out before breakfast on Monday morning. Fun? Okay. Well, I just want to thank you guys for coming and sitting here and being here. So I look forward to seeing all of you this summer. Thank you.